According to the latest Social Security Trustees Annual Report, the Retirement Trust Fund is projected to run out of funds in 2033, meaning all the bonds will have been cashed. If that happens based upon current law, benefits must be cut across the board 21% immediately and increasing over time. So what would you propose to do to try to make Social Security solvent, sustainable, secure, either specific reforms or a process or a combination?
So
Please.
The cap on the Social Security tax needs to be abolished so that the wealthy begin to pay an equitable share. But, essentially then it's a flat tax, and a flat tax is is regressive. So, I would propose that we actually not only get rid of the cap, but that we have a progressive Social Security tax so that the wealthy are paying in according to their ability, because they are benefiting the most from the fruits of our labor here in society, and they can afford to contribute. And I would not make it progressive until the highest, substantially high levels of income, but it ought to be progressive because Social Security is absolutely critical. It's a fundamental pillar of our economy, and it needs to be protected and preserved. Thank you.
Mr. Oliver.
So you said solvent, sustainable, and secure. I would argue that Social Security is not going to be solvent and is not sustainable. For younger workers like myself, we're going to be paying into a system and not receiving benefits. So we need to reform the system and remove ourselves from a government-controlled Ponzi scheme. If you just put your money that was collected by taxation into the S&P 500, you'd be getting a better retirement than what you're getting out of the Social Security Trust. The numbers speak for themselves. And so our Social Security plan is to allow for those who are currently on or near Social Security retirement to have those retirement benefits. My mom paid into the system her whole life. She has no option other than to live into that system. But for younger workers like myself, we should be allowed to take our employee contribution and not have it taxed away from us. Instead, we can put that into a mutual fund, IRA, or any other type of retirement account that will get us a better return on our investment for Social Security. Social Security is a dinosaur socialist policy that does not work for the 21st century. We need to reform ourselves where we can save for our own retirement, and mutual and direct aid will help us help those in need a heck of a lot better than a government-sponsored Ponzi program. Thank you.
Mr. Terry.
When I was your age and ran for Congress, that was exactly what I said, and I still believe it, that we should have been able to just get out, keep everyone on it who's on it, and let us get out and invest our money the way we want. Here I am 35 years later. I'm at the right age to start taking Social Security if I want. I'm going to wait another year or two to save it. What we're going to do is what we've always done. We're going to raise the retirement age. We're going to raise the ceiling of how much of your money you have to pay in. I do want to say that a progressive income tax is based upon jealousy, it's based upon covetousness, it is based upon greed. It is fundamentally unjust. But we are going to have to, if Social Security is going to survive at any level, there is going to have to be perhaps, and this will not, I don't like this, but a means testing. If someone really does not need it, then maybe that would be one way that, it's unjust. That's the problem. I'm not saying that should be done, but it's something that's going to be considered.
Dr. Stein, do you care to rebut, or are you okay?
I would say that Social Security is it is a fundamental program for economic justice in this country. It has taken millions upon millions of seniors and brought them up out of poverty. There may be a system out there, but we have yet to see something that is as time-tested and proven. What we need to do is ensure that Social Security is solvent by these kinds of austerity measures, by this kind of draconian cuts and privatization. That's exactly what we see going on under the libertarian government right now in Argentina, where we are looking at skyrocketing rates of poverty and inflation rates of about 250%, as well as enormous social unrest. So I don't think that is the guidance for the way forward. I think we need to preserve and improve and protect Social Security. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, candidates.